we're going to be looking at EE4, which is combining like terms. Before we can really combine like terms, we have to be able to put variables in the right spot and understand what those variables represent. So let's go ahead and take a look at this order right here. All right, so in this order, we have 1, 2, 3 cheeseburgers. Okay, so we're going to just call those 3B. Okay, now on the next part, we have Cokes. So we have 1, 2, 3 Cokes. All right, so I'm gonna pick another color for that. So we're gonna do 3C. C for Cokes. You could do a D for drinks. That's fine as well. All right, so then we have 2 fries. All right, so in this, we'll get yellow for fries. All right, so 2F. F representing the fries. All right, so if you notice right here, we cannot combine all 3 of these. However, putting your French fries and a Wendy's Frosty, that's great. That's not really what we're looking at here, though. So we're not going to combine burgers, Cokes, and fries here. So we're going to have to keep them separate. You cannot combine these terms because they are not like terms. All right, so let's take a look at our next one. All right, so the first thing we have is we have 1, 2 burgers. So we're going to label that 2B. B standing for burgers, just like the B stood for burgers on the other side. All right, so then we're going to go with our Cokes. So we have 1, 2 Cokes. So we're going to put 2C because that's C and that's C. Now, if you use D for drinks, use D again. As long as they represent the same thing, we're good. All right, and the last one we have 1 fry. Now, that can get a little tricky. We can call this 1F, or we can just call it F. Okay, so anytime you have a variable that does not have a number in the front, you have a 1, you just may not see it. So then we're going to put our plus sign there. All right, so if I wanted to combine all of this, what we could do is take the cheeseburgers and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that gives us 5 cheeseburgers. All right, so let me write that down. 5B. Okay, so if you notice what we just did, we took our 3B and our 2B and we added them together to get 5B. All right, so let's look at our Cokes. We have 1, 2, 3 Cokes from this side, 4, 5 Cokes from the other side. So we can label that 5C. And again, we had 3C plus 2C that gives us 5C. Okay, last one we have is French fries. So we have 1, 2, we have 3 French fries there. So we're going to write 3F. All right, so again, we had 2 fries here plus 1 fry. That's going to give us 3 fries. So if I wanted to combine both of these orders, for instance, if this was Mr. Duke's order and this was Miss Cheatham's order, and we wanted to combine these 2 orders, we would end up with 5 burgers, 5 Cokes, and 3 fries. So we cannot do anything else. We cannot add the 5B, 5C, or 3F because we're talking about burgers, Cokes, and fries. You cannot combine those. So make sure that you only can combine the things that are alike. All right, so let's look at another one. Let's see. All right, let's say that we have 3R plus 4X minus R plus 6X. So we're going to forget about our burgers and fries for a second. We're going to revisit that on another video. But for right now, we're going to forget about those. All right, so in this expression, I'm sorry, I lost my words there. In this expression, we have 4 terms. Of those 4 terms, we have 2 pairs that are alike. All right, so our first pair, we have a 3R. And notice what's in front of this R right here. That's a minus. So we're going to circle the minus. So basically what you have is 3R minus R. Then we have 4X, no, it's supposed to be another color, 4X plus 6X. So what we have is 4, positive 4 plus 6X. Again, you can only combine the things that look alike. All right, so with 3R minus R, if you had 3 R's and you took away 1 R, that's going to leave us 2 R's. Or you could think about a 1 being in front of that R. All right, so then let's look at our other. We have 4X and 6X. We're going to add those because they're like so we're going to add and keep the sign. So we get 10X. So our final expression is 2R plus 10X. We cannot combine them because they are not like terms. So make sure you only combine the things that look alike.